This is, and yes, if you notice this green aqua house coat that I wear in a lot of my videos, that's exactly what it is. It's a house coat. So I should name this some of my segments house coat hustle. How does that sound? Y'all, I'm up because today I was working, I was doing hair at the shop, and my Etsy pings went off 4 times. And I was like, I gave that look that Beyonce gave when she won Album of the Year for, country album. Honey, when in my ping for Etsy sounds like a dollar sign. It's like cha-ching, like a old school register. You know the sound, the cha-ching sound on your phone. It went cha-ching, and I was like, what? I got an order. And again, I'm working, I'm talking to my client, cha-ching. I got a second order. I kept doing it. It was like I was winning album of the year 4 times. I was like, I gotta stay up late tonight and do my orders. So y'all are up late with me tonight. Okay. Well, we are here because one of the orders was for a sparkling headband, a headband that has rainbow glitter on it. You see there? So this one has actually, I used a rainbow satin headband and put the glitter on this side. And this glitter looks intricate, right? It would take me so many hours if I had to put on these gems with a hot glue gun individually. But we don't have to do that. They make these wonderful strips of glitter, gems that you put on anything. You can wrap gifts with these. You can, maybe outline the pockets of your jeans with them. I mean, you can just let your imagination go wild. And can I tell you, it is super, super sticky, icky, 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 for sure. But I'm going to show you how to work with it. Yeah. So you're only going to need 3 things. Okay, I'm going to show you the 3 things you'll need. And we'll put this down here. You're going to need your roll of glitter, a hot glue gun, and a headband, and a small scissor. Okay, and I'm going to show you just how quickly it's going to take for us to add these gems to our headband and just make them look expensive, honey. Yes, expensive on a budget. And we have to be. We have to be, okay? With all these tariffs, we're not going to be able to afford anything, are we? All right. So, with our headband, one side of this just peels off, okay? So, I'm just going to peel this off. And I'm not going to peel it off all the way because if it attaches to itself, trust me, it's going to be so hard to unattach it. You're almost going to have to cut it. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to take this, align it as well as we can, And then with a steady hand, we're just going to use a little stretch it, make it taut. Taut is firm, but not too tight. If you hear anybody sound like they are suffocating in the background, that is my dog snoring. Okay? He has a smush face, so he makes funny noises. Come on, y'all know y'all make funny noises when y'all sleep too, okay? I've been told that. I deny it every time my sisters tell me that. They're like, do you realize you snore? I'm like, no, I do not. And let me tell you what my little sister did. My little sister actually recorded me. Because I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. She recorded me. Who does that? Can you tell me that? Who does that? Who records somebody snoring? Somebody trying to prove a point. You shouldn't be trying to prove your point so badly. Okay. So we're just holding firm as you can. And with this, you just want to take your time because you don't want to have to re-lift it and lay it back down because that just makes the adhesive weaker if you have to re-lift and lay it back down. Okay. Are y'all still with me? Okay. Now, as I am laying it on the headband, I'm also releasing the tape, the strip adhesive. And we're almost done. You see how quickly that was? This is our sparkling rainbow. And don't rainbows also have an arch, right? Yeah. So our headband is emulating a rainbow here with the arch and with the different colors. Okay. So we're coming to the part where you're going to need a small scissor. To just cut the other end here. Okay. So let me just, I may have to cut twice. Let me just cut this out the way. Okay. Now I can see better. Okay. And there you have it. Okay. Now what I have to do next, you may say, well, when do you use the glue gun? I come back once I'm done. I come back and see here, I could have come down a little bit more, right? I could have. Okay. Once you do it, there's nothing, I'm telling you. Let's see, I cut this. Let me see if I can add this little extension. This was just what I just cut off. I could. I think that works. Do y'all think that works? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. For the ending here, I'm just going to put a little tiny dot of glue, hot glue. And I mean a little. It was on. Oh. Okay, it's about to get a little dim in here. You know why? When I plugged in the light for the, there you go. Don't worry, it's not going to be pitch black. You'll still be able to see. Yeah, I had to unplug this to plug in the light for the, so I guess somebody needs a strip cord. That'd be me. But while that's heating up, let me show you what happens if you do not use any hot glue adhesive reinforcement. So this one, it was, I believe, like leopard glitter that I used on a gold satin band. Yeah. And on the end, I purposely, just for the sake of showing you what happens, it starts to lift for whatever reason. Not everywhere, but just on the ends, right? Because the ends are constantly bending. So I'm going to come in here and just on, I would say, it's not even a half an inch, um, come in there and put a little adhesive. Same on this side. See how it's lifting a little bit? So you want to avoid that by reinforcing the ends with a little adhesive. And I must say, my countertops have been through it, okay? I always say, oh, I'm not going to make a mess, I'm not going to make a mess. And then when I'm done, I'm like, doggone it, how do I get this spot out? So I got these silicone arts and craft pads. They're heat resistant. I have my glue gun on it. It doesn't melt it. And it saves your countertop. It saves the space that you're working on. So, all right. Let's see if my hot gun is ready. Yeah, it is. I'm literally just putting on. It's so shallow what I'm putting on. That's it. And I always press whenever I do a hot glue gun. I hold it for at least 30 seconds before letting go, because you're just reinforcing it. Okay. I'm going to do the same on this side. And I'm pressing down on this side. You can kind of press on them together at the same time, just to reinforce it. If anybody lives in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, the tri-state, I will be at the Black Girl Art Show in Brooklyn, March 30th, exhibiting. Tossed hat, feel free to come on over to the Naval Yard in Brooklyn. It'll be nice. I believe we're going to be on the 9th floor. I'm so excited to see the other artists. I can't wait to set up my table and then walk around and see what everybody else will be doing. So hopefully I know I'm going to see some great art. Oh my goodness. And the thing is all the walls on my place are covered. It's like, where, I don't even think. It's like I talk myself out of it before I even get there. You see what I'm saying? I gotta say, girl, you don't need anything. Okay. So now that we've enforced the ends there, now it's time for us to reinforce the end here. Here I came a little shy of the end. So I just want to put a little gold glitter there to fill that space, that void. And I'm just going to press that down. and hold it. Yeah. Hold it for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to do the other side. Lift that back a little bit. Okay, so I'm holding, and we hold for how long? That's right, 30 seconds. The big 3-0. So in any good instructor never shows you how to do something once. They usually show you twice. Do y'all want to see it another time? Do you need to see it another time? Well, I do, and I think I'm going to be faster this time. Okay. Okay. So there goes that one. Okay. So I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to be even more quicker. Okay. Especially for those just joining me. We are adding sparkled gems to a headband. And it's rather easy. Okay, so we're going to cut off this. I'm going to pull down my tape a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to come really further down. Before I came here, like to where the headband ends, but I'm going to go a little past it. There we go. You can probably see better. Put a little past it, because I can always cut off more. It's harder to add than to cut off more. Same rules apply to cutting hair. Okay. So we're just going to follow this around the headband, removing the strip adhesive as we go. Don't do it all at once, because when this folds on top of itself, it's hard to unstick it. So you want to remain in control at all times. Okay. All right. So we're holding it taut till we get to the end, and then we're going to apply a little adhesive to both tips, both ends. Okay, now it's time to cut. Perfect. I feel like I can cut a little bit more. Let me look at it from this side. It's a little bit hanging over. Be careful not to cut your satin, because once you cut that satin, you almost can't use the headband anymore, because you're creating a hole in the material. It's like one gem sticking up. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to peel back one corner. Put a little tiny drop in there. Hold it for 30 seconds. Sounds long, but it goes by so fast. Then I'm going to do the other side. Peel it back a little bit. Even if it doesn't want to peel, I'd rather force it to reinforce it. I don't know if you heard that, but my neighbor downstairs, his sneeze sounds like a karate chop. Whenever he sneezes, he's like, oh my goodness, it cracks me up all the time. I used to think these walls were soundproof until he moved in. I'm like, I can't hear anything else in his place. I can't hear if he has on the music, if he has on TV, if he's talking on the telephone, but I hear that sneeze every single time. So funny. So I'm holding this for about 30 seconds to reinforce it. Yeah. And there you have it. Yeah. This is our sparkling rainbow. Okay. I hope this was helpful. And you know, I gotta try it on. I'm not pushing the hair back, but just a little bit. Well, yeah, maybe not. Okay. I can tell this would be lovely on little girls, you know. If you have a princess party or something like that. Or it's good to do with the girls at a party. It's so simple that you can make this sparkling headband with your kids or niece or nephew. Yeah. Yeah. This was fun. Thanks for joining me, guys. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Till next week, have a great one. Figuring out how to turn it off. Oh, the X. That would be great. Good night, guys.